Yes, it's like, you know, how bedtime stories tuck us in and make us feel cozy. I remember that was one of my favorite things when I was raising our daughter. And I think that this is um, a morning story, a morning blessing of sorts. And it's called The Precise Moment of Choice. My heart knows what is important when I slow down and listen. It kindly reminds me of the simple truth. Each small habit I have makes up the total of how I love. Not the job I do, the house where I live, who I love, or what I say, but the choices I make each minute that sculpt my life. A better life doesn't come from wishing or wanting, complaining or resenting, nor from therapy or pushing or trying harder, but from the still moments between a thought and its action. The precise moment when I can choose. To notice those spaces between impulse and action, between thought and deed, is to choose consciously how I want to live, not the habitual life I've settled for, or the conditioned life I have inherited, or the hurried life I have manufactured, not even the fantasy life I have imagined, but the mindful life I choose in the precious moments when I breathe out before I breathe in, that knows what I really want, without guilt or shame, shoulds or have tos. These precious moments that lead me back to my heart, that knows what is needed and important, and create for me the life I desire. No blinding flash of enlightenment, but the soothing spread of contentment when my deepest inner needs and aspirations are reflected in the living of each day.
That's so beautiful. When I read that last night, it just brought me so much peace and contentment, I would say, just knowing that the importance of the breath and really being grounded right now is so critical. Like, what is that? Why did you pick that specifically, Nancy, out of all the poems that are available to us?
I believe so strongly that our life is about choices. You know, we can choose to stay stuck in the story that we have inherited from our ancestors, from our family of origin, or we can choose to write a new story where we really welcome in the preciousness of each day, of each moment, and that we awaken our consciousness, that we consciously choose to say yes to ourselves, to invite something divine, the divine love that's within us, to bring it into our hearts. And that's why I chose it. I feel for everybody on this call today, my passion really is for you to feel that love for yourself, because when that love is within you, it gets spread out in the world, and the world needs us more than ever to do this work. So thank you for coming. Thank you for waking up. Thank you for saying yes to yourself and showing up for someone.
And joining us this morning. So I will send out the poem Mari to everyone after this morning's call. Does anyone want to share this morning? Everybody's kind of quiet. I know I have my cup of coffee. It's super early. Does anyone want to share about how they're feeling or about the poem? You can put that in the chat. We would love that. I know some of you just joined us. We're going to start the actual program at 8 o'clock, maybe a little bit earlier since everybody's been a little shy this morning. So anything? Okay. You know, Nancy, let's go ahead and get started this morning, and let me introduce myself and Revel 11. I'm Joni Parsons, co-creator of Revel 11. Monica Smith and I started the organization about 4 years ago here in Seattle, and we were having in-person events because we thought it was so important to get women together to talk about edgy, informative, and timely and have those conversations with amazing speakers. And for obvious reasons, in March, we decided to pivot online. And since then, we've had more than 70 events with phenomenal speakers from, here in Seattle and around the US. And we're continuing that, into next year with new programming, which we're really excited about. Today, I am just so grateful that Nancy Medwell has joined us to talk about breathing. It's such, as I said earlier, important to remember to do, and sometimes we forget. It's just because it's not natural or we're so stressed out. Nancy not only is a breathing practitioner, but she is co-founder of this amazing scarf company, of which I'm wearing this beautiful scarf this morning. I know she is too. And is an incredible portrait photographer. I've known her for years. I think she is absolutely terrific. And I'm so thrilled that you can join us this morning to hear more about breathing and its importance. So Nancy, go ahead and take it away. Welcome.
Thank you, Joni. And thank you for organizing this, for the generosity of your heart to make to make this available to everybody to learn. I mean, to keep adding on, being thirsty for how we can show up and be the best we can be.
Thank you, Nancy. We're just so thrilled. So thank you. I'm going to turn off my camera so it can be all about you now.
Well, it's all about all of us. It's all about each one of us. And I am so grateful that you showed up for yourself, because we all have something unique to contribute. And I feel that we're bombarded with so much information, and we turn to experts for this or that to help us. But our real medicine, our real healing body rests right under our nose. It's our breath, it's our life force, it's our energy, and that energy is what we give out in the world. And until we can come home to ourselves through our own breath, and feel a sense of peace and love within ourselves, we can't give that love out into the world. So I'll say a little bit about how I came to this work, to becoming a breath facilitator. It's part of yoga, and yoga is something I've been practicing for, oh my God, 30 years. But it wasn't until I really understood what pranayama meant, what it meant to really take deep, full breaths, and to invite something bigger than myself into my body temple, to nourish, to feel that breath deep inside myself, nourishing in, and to feel the earth every time I did downward dog, or every time I pushed back into the earth. It was like a sense of reverence for Mother Earth, a sense of reverence for Father Sky, bringing that straight into my heart. And I just sought out teachers, and I felt so privileged to study with people from all over the world that are mentors and teachers. And nothing brings me greater passion today than sharing all those components of yoga, which is Ayurveda, making healthy choices about what we consume is so important. This digestive system that we have, this fire that we have today. I'm speaking kind of stream of consciousness here, because I didn't want to script anything for our call today, but we're all made up of elements, and earth, water, fire. And I'm going to take you today through a practice of the chakra systems, a guided meditation, where all I really want you to do is focus on your breath, just to feel the sensation of your breath in your body. Just slow everything down and just be with your body temple, because this is where all of our emotions are stored, and it's where when we open those channels of energy, we begin to feel a sense of groundedness and a sense of peace and a sense of love that spreads. But it only happens through a commitment to say yes to yourself, a commitment to practice every day, to set that time aside to have reverence for the miracles that we are. And I also know that this can't be done from reading books or going to a yoga class or going on a weekend retreat where you come back and you feel so refreshed and renewed, or you go for a walk, in nature, or have a day off from technology. It has to do with the consistency and the practice every day. And then you start noticing huge shifts in your relationships with your children, with your spouse, with everything. And that's the most important message I can give you today. It's like, don't stop. Find the support that you need, even if it's just simple in the beginning, when you just lie in bed every morning and put your hand on your heart or put your hand on your belly and just feel your breath. Feel and listen to your breath. Feel it in your body, moving through your body. And then start your day. Then have a sense of another precious day to live. And then slowly start to sit, find that place in your house, make that altar with, light a candle, bring some flowers or leaves in from outside, photos, make that special spot and that special altar where every morning you're going to sit and practice. I am here to support you, because I think that that's really important too. And if it's just not me, somebody else to really support you as you move through, because emotions, feelings come up, and one needs to be seen and heard and witnessed and loved and encouraged just to keep tending to ourselves. I could go on and on. There's so much science behind why breathing is so important, but I don't want to go into that today. I really want to give each one of you on the call an experience of what it means to call in divine love within yourself, to feel that light within yourself. So I'm going to ask you just to find a comfortable seat. It could be sitting in a chair, sitting on a cushion. But just feel your sits bones down and into the earth. Sit upright if you can, actually, just with your spine. Inhale. I want you to inhale and feel the base of your posture. Feel your hips and your sitting bones becoming heavy and grounded. Close your eyes if you're not already closed. And exhale and feel your spinal column just elongating upwards as the energy inside the spine, we're lifting up from within. Inhale and let your shoulder blades just release down your back. Exhale and let your shoulder blades just float gently towards each other. Inhale and feel your neck and head rising up between your shoulders. Exhale and let your chin just drop slightly forward. Feel your body seated in this grounded, lifted, firm, open posture. Feel your breath as it moves through your nostrils, and allow your body just to open to receive the breath. Now begin to become aware of the presence of a subtle axis of energy. It runs from the base of the spine up through the center of the body, up through the crown of your head. Let your attention move into this column of energy down towards the base of the spine. And as the breath flows out, let your attention move up the column of energy, up towards the top of your head. With your attention, just through the vehicle of your breath, you are exploring this inner axis, this subtle energy channel running through the body. You might see it as golden or white or silver. And perhaps you sense it as a cord of energy. With your attention through your breath, you're really just exploring this energy channel. And with your next inhale, allow your attention to move down to the Muladhara, to the root chakra center, just in front of the base of your spine. This is the center of the earth element in your body. From this center, feel a laser beam of light that runs down through the floor, to the foundation of your home, and into the earth. Let this laser beam of light move as deep into the solid earth, as deep as you can take it. Now anchor that light beam to a rock. You might imagine an iron ring in the rock, and you can tie that light beam right to the ring. Or you might feel it melting and fusing with the stone. You're anchoring the energy of your own body into the earth. Feel the earth energy. Feel it flowing up through the laser beam. The energy is a reddish brown in color, and it has a deeply nurturing, it's deep, sustaining feel. Keep breathing and feel that great relaxation and ease as the energy flows up the laser beam and into the Muladhara chakra. You can feel that reddish brown earthy energy spreading through the base of your body, through your legs, through the bones and flesh of your thigh, your knees, down into the calf muscles, bones of the calves, ankles, feet. Feel the solid grounding quality of this energy. As you breathe, feel I am supported by the energy of Earth. Now holding your attention in the Muladhara chakra, feel the presence of the column of energy, the central channel. It's now connected down to the center of the earth through this laser beam of light. Let your awareness begin to flow up the column to the center of your body, the Swatisthana chakra. Let it flow to the center in the lower belly, 3 inches below the navel. Hold your attention in the center in the lower belly and feel any sensations that arise in your abdomen. Feel that your belly fills with the deep, calm water of a tropical ocean or a still mountain lake. The water is aquamarine, soft, greenish blue. Its energy is flowing, calm, profound. The water in the belly swells with tides. You can feel the deep movement of the water in the belly, and you can feel the healing. Creative, generative quality of the water energy. As life emerges from the ocean, our own life is healed and made new by the energy of water in the Swatisthana chakra. Rest in this deep blue, green, calm of the water. I am being healed. Feel yourself supported by the earth in your lower body, by the water in the belly, and allow your attention to ascend upward through the column of energy that is the central channel into the region above the navel, the solar plexus. Your attention now is in the Manipura chakra. It's the center of the fire element, the center of our will and action. Notice any sensations you feel and begin to sense the presence of warmth, of heat, of nurturing vitality, of fire. You might imagine the fire as soft, glowing coals, or dancing, leaping flames, or as a lake of warmth, bright yellow and red. Let yourself experience the brilliance of the flames, their heat and vitality. Have the thought, I am fire, I am strength, I am vitality. Allow your attention now to rise, buoyed by the flames, up into the heart center, the Anahata chakra, in the center of the chest. Your attention is deep in the heart. And as the breath flows into the heart, you feel the caress of the soft breeze of air element. As the wind of the breath moves through the heart, feel the air in the heart gently expanding and opening. The air fills your chest. It moves out and it surrounds your body. And you feel yourself gently swaying in the breeze of the heart. Rest in the soft air of the heart. Feel, I am loved. Feel, I am loved. And as the air of the heart expands, your awareness flows upward through the upper chest into the region of the throat. Feel the energy of the throat center. The element of the throat is ether, pure space. Let yourself feel your throat as space. It is empty, expansive, utterly pure. Feel the edgeless space of the throat. As your awareness moves upward, it's drawn now into the center of the head, into the space of the Ajna chakra, the center of the expanded mind. Here you experience your head as the sky. The sky is vast, blue, free. Let yourself roam in the sky. Let your attention become wide, expansive. You are the sky. Rising through the sky, you become aware of the sun, brilliant, golden, yet cooling. And you can allow yourself to be drawn upwards towards the light, towards the sun. Feel yourself within that light. surrounded by the light, held and nourished by the light. It is the light of your spirit, the light of the divine within your body. Let yourself be light. Now become aware of your entire being, the light of the sun above, the sky of your head, the space of the throat, the air of the heart. Feel the fire in the solar plexus. And the calming water in the belly. Feel how it is all held and supported by the earth. Stay with your breath and let your awareness center itself inside the column of energy that runs between all the centers in your body. As the breath flows in, feel that it flows in through the central channel down towards the base of the spine. And as the breath flows out, feel that it flows upward toward the crown. As the breath flows in, let it flow through the central channel up through the crown. And allow yourself to meditate in the central channel out to the base of the spine. Allow yourself to meditate in the central channel, the sustaining access in your subtle body. Feel how it connects all the levels of our being from earth to heaven. As the breath moves within the central channel, allow yourself to be breathed. You are being breathed by the light force itself, which moves from within this column of energy, within the center of your body. Let yourself be breathed as you rest in the column of light, as you rest within your own core. And when you're ready, in your own time, slowly, slowly, slowly come back. Open your eyes. And share a favorite quote by a political activist, an Indian political activist. A new world is not only possible, but it is on her way. On a quiet day, I can hear her breathing. Thank you so much.
Nancy, that was just beautiful. I know I feel so much peace now after that beautiful meditation. We would love for you to, if you have a word that you're feeling right now, if it's calm or peaceful, will you put that in the chat? We would really love that. Nancy, thank you for your time this morning. It's just so precious to start the day like this. I would love to share with everyone some upcoming events that we have. Sorry, hold on.
Before you do that, Joni,
Yes.
if we have time, I would really just like to say that this breath work that I'm inviting everybody into doing really is an invitation to inviting in something so much bigger than us, and how that sacredness, that reverence of what we do with the choices that we make every day, and the consciousness of breathing all the time, not just when we sit in meditation, but knowing that that's the reset button for us whenever we feel not calm, whenever we're agitated, to know that we can just take a deep breath and we can, instead of react to someone else's energy, know that we can nourish our own energy through our breath and respond with grace and respond with love and respond with that dignity. So I just want to send that blessing off with everybody.
So lovely. I mean, as Monica said here, she goes, I didn't realize how much I had been holding my breath. Thank you for that reminder. I'm going to take a deep breath. It is just one of those times where we are holding our breath more than we know. And this is such a gift to remember. And, you know, we think it's so innate in us that we have this ability and we just take it for granted. But you do, you just like, you know, and you live in this space of this holding versus like being able to really come back to being present and being centered. And it's so helpful, you know.
Yeah, I mean, we all have habits. So what I want you each to do is open your heart up to pausing, to really pausing and remembering that our healing happens from ourselves. It's not from anybody else. It's like we have to turn to our bodies. We have to start with our root chakra. We have to feel grounded in order to move up into those other levels of higher consciousness. And yeah, and it's an amazing journey, and it's an amazing gift to be alive in this time, to step forward, to be the leaders that we are supposed to be. Each and every one of us have this unique gift to contribute. This is our time to go inward, to give birth to those gifts.
And I love what you said about being love and showing up with love, as opposed to so much of the energy that is being thrown at us right now. It's like, if you can just give love back and to share that amongst everyone, like, just think about the energy shift that we have the ability to do. And I once read and have practiced this beautiful technique of sending people love. Like, if I'm in a meeting and things aren't going very well for someone, I just send them love and white light. And it's amazing the shift that happens. And we have that ability every single day to do that. And that is definitely something that we forget to do, right, Nancy?
Every moment we have that opportunity, every relationship that we learn through relationships with people, and they're like little messengers for us. Even the negative energy that comes towards us, like you said, we just turn it around. We just go into our heart and we turn it around with compassion and curiosity, you know.
I love the word compassion these days, and we need so much more of that. And I think, you know, with women, we have that ability to have compassion more so than, you know, the other gender. And, you know, just to be able to utilize that ability and, you know, to give it, but not to deplete your energy by any means, but, you know, love and compassion, what better place to live in than that? So does anyone have, you can turn on your mic and share. We would love that if you'd like to do that. Is there someone that would like to share? We see some beautiful faces joining us, which is lovely. Okay, well, I will tell you a little bit more about what's going on with Revel 11 coming up here.
Tony, while you're doing that, sorry, I was struggling with my mute button. The only thing I wanted to add was I loved your comment about how you send light and love. And somebody once told me I'm a mother and I would hold so much worry for my sons, especially. And they would say, you know, your children follow the mother's thoughts. So instead of holding worry for them, why don't you hold belief? Why don't you hold a light and a vision of what you see possible in them? And since I started doing that in relationship, not just with my children, but with other people, that has been a really valuable tool for me. And it's been interesting to see the shift. And so right now, especially, it's easy to hold on to a lot of worry. And I just appreciate when I connect with people like you who say, you know, I'm choosing hope today. I'm going to choose hope. I'm going to choose hope. So thank you for that.
And just think about what that does for our bodies. I mean, right, Monica and Nancy, that it's like, if you have anything but hope and love and compassion, you know, that's being held energetically in our bodies. And you know, those are blockage points that we can't get back unless we have some help to do that. So it's just I wish we could do this every morning, because it's such a lovely reminder to start the day and to go forth in love and compassion and kindness, and to remember what we put out is what we get back energetically. So
I want to interrupt.
Can I add something?
Yes, please.
Do it every morning. That's what Nancy is saying.
I was just going to say, we will do this every morning. We will, please.
That's right. Okay.
We will do this every morning.
Thank you for that. Thank you for that reminder. Cheers.